Back at it again with another sample flip. This sample is so fire, and it's just full of stuff to chop up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take advantage of that and do a bunch of layering. These pianos are going to make up like the backbone of what I'm going for in the verse. And I'm going to take the same chop and use the bass line from it. So I'm putting a low pass on it and really boosting that bass. And on the first ones, I'm putting high pass on and taking it out. Seems counterintuitive, but it works. Now I'm looking for something that'll be for the B section or the hook or verse, however you want to call it. But I really like these horns, so I'm just looking for something. And all these parts are really dope, but I mean, I was looking for something a little different. Here we go. This is what I was kind of looking for. Something with a little bit of bounce on it. And I have all these samples on ADSR, so I had to change out the choke group so they wouldn't cut each other off. And I'm using that same bass line from the previous chops. And here I'm just looking for another turnaround. And I like where that's sitting. This doesn't really need drums, I don't guess, in like this era of drumless beats, but I always like adding drums. But going with something a little low key. And I added this little bit of like crowd noise back there. This is like really some texture. And I did have to like time stretches so it would fit on these 2 bars or 4-bar loop. I can't remember which one I picked, but either way, I split it up to where it'll fit. So now I'm just going to figure out what the pattern should be. And just going through and layering all these different elements together. Really dig where it's going. Now I got to lay down the second pattern. Kind of a surprising amount of bounce for considering the first pattern. And I think you could tell I like this. And here in the computer, just doing, some basic mixing. Gonna go through an EQ and everything. Try to bring up the bass and everything. Try to get it in that sub frequency range. Just bringing it up a little bit because I boosted the bass line itself earlier. But then also gonna put a little bit of sidechain on there. Just gonna sidechain the kick to the sample group. Just to bring it out a little bit. And since I have it in that ADSR mode, I have to go through and like clean up all those tails and stuff to make sure that they're playing all the way through. But it's a pretty simple process, and it's just easier to do it on the computer itself rather than on the hardware. I'm not even sure how to do that. If you do know how to do that on the hardware, let me know, because that'd be kind of handy to know. All right, so this one turned out super fire. I love how this one turned out. layered a bunch of stuff together, and I think that worked out pretty well. This is a pretty sample heavy sample. Like, there was a lot in there, and I wanted to use it all. And because the instrumentation was kind of minimal, that kind of gave it a little bit of opportunity to do something like that. So took advantage, and I think it turned out really, really cool. So I'll probably send this to somebody because this is pretty fire. So I like how the drums are kind of low key as well, and I think they just kind of fit in pretty good with everything. So would love to know your thoughts and opinions about this beat in the comments below. If you made it this far, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And subscribe if you haven't already, if you feel like it. Got to spit everywhere on my machine. That's kind of gross, but it happens. But yeah, until next time, I'm Jay Ideas. This has been Jay Ideas Fresh Produce, and I will catch you all on the next one. Peace. Hey, thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Feel free to subscribe and check out some of my other videos. They're alright. There's plenty more beats to listen to on my website, jayideasgotbeats.one.